Guys, this is Donna Coker from Donna Coker's Cherry Bloom Handmade Soaps, and in this video we're going to be making a soap from our new collection. It's our Hey Baby collection, and we're going to be making Hey Baby Hot Chocolate. So stay tuned. Alrighty, let's make some soap. Hey guys, so we're back and I've got my oils ready. I have my lye at a good temperature. So I'm going to go ahead and get these blended up, and then we'll be right back to divide, add color and fragrance. Okay guys, we're at a very light trace, and we're going to go ahead and divide into the 3 containers for our colors. That will be our dark brown there. Go ahead and get this bowl nice and clean, or try my best. I keep moving where I'm making soap because I can't decide where I like to do it better. So if there's a preference of how viewing it is better one way or another, please let me know. Okay, I think that's about all I can do with this one. A little bit more. Okay. All right. So, in the first one, we're going to add our unsweetened cocoa powder, and that's going to be our dark color. In the second one, we're going to add some titanium dioxide, which I pre-mixed in some oil, some olive oil. And in our third container, we're going to add some light brown mica. I don't know if I just dump this or use a little spoon. We'll just dump it. See if that's enough. All right. So I'm just gonna mix this up a little bit. Starting with the lightest. And ending with the darkest. Our dark brown will get fragrance oil, and our titanium dioxide will get fragrance oil. So let's go ahead and mix this in just a little. Fragrance oil does darken it some, so I kind of want to keep that a light brown if I can, so that's why I did not add fragrance oil to that. Now we are going to have to mix these up with a blender a little bit, so carry too much of that white over to my light brown because I don't want it to be much lighter. I am dripping everywhere here. Okay. Last one. I did get a few bubbles. I'll let the blender come up out a little bit, so I'm just going to spray the bubbles down just a little bit, just to make them go away with a little alcohol. And I'm going to tilt it this time. Okay, my container, my liquid is too shallow in this container, so. Good there. Smells like chocolate. Yummy, yummy. Get all of that out of there. Makes it easier to clean later. Okay. Let's get our mold over here. Oh, I don't think, oh, that's the chocolate from the, just some residue from the other container that I had on the spatula when I was mixing it. All right, let me grab my mold. I'm trying not to be as messy because I tend to drip things everywhere. So yeah, try not to be as messy. So we're going to go ahead and put a layer of the dark chocolate in. And then the, what I call caramel, I don't know, maybe it's not caramel, who knows. All right, so what I want to do now is go ahead and make a little swirl in the bottom, and then also we'll do a figure 8. And I'm going to let this set up for just a little bit until it's strong enough to support my little embeds here. So, because this is our Hey Baby hot chocolate, and our Hey Baby soaps have little embeds in them. So we're going to do that. I'm going to let this set up, and we'll be right back to add our embeds and finish pouring our soap. So be right back. Okay guys, we're back. I think it has set up enough to support our embed molds. So let me come over closer so you can kind of see what's going on. I've kind of taken them, stuck them together, just a little water on them, and that works wonderfully. They're kind of hard to get in, and I try to get them right on my cut lines. I don't want to miss one, in other words. So I want it to be where there's going to be a little heart showing on every soap. So let's see if we can do that here. These guys just didn't want to stick together that well because somebody, and I won't say who, probably me, had the bright idea of when I was making the little hearts, for them not to be lonely while they were curing, I sprinkled a little pink mica on top of them because I didn't want them to be lonely. Dump it up. So anyway, because, you know, soaps are my little buddies, so. Anyway. Oh, that one's right on the line. Let me move him up a little bit. Yeah. There we go. If at all possible, I want to make sure that there is a heart in every single soap. And I'm going to have to stick a couple more together here. They are just not easy to get into a small mold like this, so. Alright, and then we've got one left to go on the very end here. And I want to let you see, but I don't want to mess anything up either. There you go. Yeah. Okay, so everything has gotten really, really thick right now. So we're going to kind of probably have to glop most of it in, but that's okay. I'm thinking, no, it's probably too thick for that, so we'll just do what we were doing. Because the white has gotten incredibly thick with the titanium dioxide, so got to make sure you get all these little guys covered up. All their little crevices have to be filled in and everything. So go with the easy pouring one first, because I know the other one is going to be a heifer. Just trying to make sure all the little cracks are filled in and everything's good. Yeah, this one's going to want to glop. Isn't that just lovely when it does that? You either got to work thin or work thick, and there's some benefits to each one. When you're pouring a swirl, you want it to be thin. When you're doing an embed, you want it to be thick. So I wanted to do the swirl first, so I had to be thin, and then I had to wait for it to thicken up to do the embed, which led to this gloppiness. But that's okay, because we're going to fix it. Yes, I'm from the South. We say fix. I'm originally from Alabama, and when I met my husband, he was born in Georgia, but he grew up in Fort Lauderdale. But so, all right, let's see if we can glop this. Well, let's go back to this one first. So we moved to Georgia to be near his mother, because both my parents are deceased. I have 6 grandbabies altogether. My oldest son has 2 children. My middle son has 1 child. And then my husband's son has 3 children. My youngest son is a senior in high school this year, so I could have actually done piping on this soap, although that wasn't my plan for this soap. I could have done that. Because I definitely had enough to do that with. Because I did not account for the embeds taking up room. I forgot about that, but that's okay. Because we'll stick this in a little mold or something. Got plenty of those. I popped all of my embeds out of their molds this morning. And they had been curing for 48 hours. So they were very, very easy to get out. All right, let's see if we can swirl this stuff around a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a little bit more out. And yes, I will clean up the edges very well before he goes down for his 24-hour curing nap. I'm going to go down a little bit lower to get some of that darker. I don't really want to disturb those embeds too much. All right, let's just... You can play with it all day long if you wanted to. Let's go into your embed stash there. All right. Just going to clean up these edges. I'm so accustomed to making a recipe for piping, but this wasn't my recipe for piping. It was my recipe for classic, but classics do not have embeds in them, so I didn't even think about that when I was just thinking about, hey, I'm not doing piping. So we ended up with just a little bit too much, but again, that's fine because I do have embeds to make. And I messed up my pattern. Guys, you could do this all day and still think, oh, I could do a little bit different, do a little bit more. But you know what? Sometimes you just got to say, okay, I'm done, and be done. Apparently I haven't made it to that point yet. All right. So I'm going to pat him down, make sure there's no hair. Patting him down, brought up a little bit more. So let's just clean that edge off. And see, it disturbed my little design. I don't like that. Don't like it at all. I want the designs all the way to the edges. All right. So we're going to spritz him with a little bit of rubbing alcohol. I use at least 91%. It dries really fast. And then my little buddy here will go on the heating pad for 2 hours. And then he will be curing for the next 24 hours. And then we'll meet back here. Well, probably not right here, but in this house to cut him up. And I hope you'll join me. So I will see you in a little bit. Hey guys, we're back and we're ready to cut Hey Baby hot chocolate. So as always, I've cut one piece already and it looks really good. So let's go ahead and cut some soap. Oh, it smells so good too. I think it just turned out lovely. And I did decide after I stopped videoing yesterday to put just a little bit of pink on top just to give it that little finishing touch. Just absolutely lovely, lovely, lovely. I love it. Really, really, really pretty swirling. The hearts came through really nicely. You never know with embeds what you might get or how it might work. And these have been curing for a couple of days before I used them. My dryer just turned off. Did you hear the little jingle bell? Just absolutely cute as a button. I'm running out of room here. I have a bunch of soaping supplies and embeds on the table over here. You can't see. So yeah, running out of room to sit my beautiful little buddies here. My little buddies. So these turned out great. I am very pleased with this batch. Very, very pleased. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, please watch some of my others. And if you like my videos, please give us a like and a subscribe. All right, see you next time.